This is Mrs. Wilcoxis in the library, and I'm going to be doing an abridged version of what I'd be doing in class. Set this up. Alrighty. Okay. Let me get this out of here. I don't think we need that. Okay. So basically, I'm doing a bridge because I'm doing it Pear Deck, making it interactive. And we're going to blow through that part here because you can't make it really interactive. So I think a lot of you guys know more than what kids did 10 years ago about website evaluations. You become savvy enough users to know a lot of times what's a good website, what isn't. However, I'm still finding sometimes in grading the research projects in 11th grade, you've got a handful of people. I don't know whether it's out of lack of knowledge or desperation, are using very inappropriate websites. So basically, I need to make sure you understand how to evaluate websites. These over here are restricted, meaning that they are restricted to specific users. And if you have a .gov.mil or .edu, then you have a government website, a military website, or an educational website, not educational company, but like it is typically a university or a college. There was a time they allowed K through 12 using .edu, and I think that has been phased out. All of these are unrestricted, meaning that anybody could purchase a domain with those with that top level domain URL. Okay. I want you to think about how deep you're willing to go into your search results to find good information. I think the vast majority of us choose from the first three. So and then the question here is, which top level domain do you think is the most reliable? But you can't see the questions. And I gave you .gov, .edu, and .com. So think about this. The most reliable for research ideas. The next question is most reliable for collected data and statistics. Haha, it's kind of a tricky question there. So research ideas, universities will post research and their conclusions from that research. That's their research ideas. Government websites will post collected data and reports. So that's a good place for just plain data and statistics. Alrighty. And then the tilde is a special symbol for that indicates a personalized page. So I'm going to use my whoopsie because I can't show it. Tilde is that symbol that looks like this. Okay. And why do you care? Because sometimes on an edu website, you will find professors have given their students the permission to post. So I've seen on their personal sites. So you'll see an edu domain with a tilde, which is that symbol that goes like this. It's up in the left-hand corner of your keyboard, and that means those are students posting reports or projects on a professor's website. I just want to make you aware of that. Okay, so basically we're going to focus on currency, relevancy, authority, accuracy, and purpose. And I'm going to blow through them fast. They spell crap, okay? So you see it going down. And every university, literally, just about every university has its own published crap test. Okay. So we think about currency. We're thinking about when was the information published or posted? Sometimes it doesn't matter, but has it been revised or updated if necessary? Does your topic require current information or will older sources work well? Okay. So for example, basically I'm teaching this lesson around the causes of World War One. Well, there isn't a lot of change in that between now and the past 10 years. However, of course, the internet hasn't been around for, I guess, 100 years now. I promise you, the causes of the World War One, the interpretation of the cause of World War One have changed in the last 100 years. So sometimes these things do change, but it doesn't matter. You're not talking about the efficacy of the newest cancer medicine, so it doesn't have to be super current. So if the topic is old, oftentimes it doesn't matter. But are the links still functional? Is someone continually updating the website and making sure Is someone still the webmaster or the editor of the website? Relevance. Does the information relate to your topic or answer your question? So, for example, when I was Googling causes of World War I, I got off on this great website that I realized was actually talking about why America entered World War I, which is not relevant to the question that I was looking for. And it is very easy to get off topic. Okay. And you also need to think about who is your intended audience. You can't use something that's too elementary or too advanced for your needs. If you don't understand the writing, that's okay. That just means it's written at a level higher than you. It doesn't mean you're not intelligent, but there are things that are written for graduate students, and then there are things that are written for elementary school students. You need to read something that's written for a high school student and possibly a college student. Authority. Who is the author, publisher, or the sponsor of this piece of information? Do they have credentials? Or do they have organizational affiliations? Is the author qualified to write about the topic? So you're looking for things. The credentials might be a PhD or a master's degree in a topic, but not always. Journalists are used to researching topics based on a story, and they can delve deep and do good research. So a journalist would also be someone who has credentials. So you're looking to see if they have an authority to give some credence to what they're writing. Okay, let's see. Is it accurate? Are you looking for at a website that has a lot of bias? Is that have they supported their information by evidence? And we'll talk about a little bit about that in a minute. Where does the information come from? Have they been reviewed or refereed? Okay, what that means is there's somebody evaluating and editing them and making sure what they write is accurate. Okay, that's from like a journal article. Does it seem unbiased and free of emotions? And are there spelling, grammar, typographical errors? That's actually important because when a single person is responsible for a website, then you might be more likely to find errors. But when you've got an editorial staff, they're more likely to hold everybody accountable for the information out there because it reflects poorly on everybody. Okay. What is the purpose of this information? Is it to inform, teach, sell, entertain, or persuade? And do the authors or sponsors make their intentions known? Does the point of view seem objective and impartial? I think you guys are familiar with these. We talked about that a few minutes ago, but just give you a sense of what they all mean. Okay, who's behind the content? Does the website have a company history, an editorial board, or staff biographies that you can link out to? Okay, you're looking for it to be upfront and transparent about who is writing your articles. So if the website is built for entertainment, fun, then it's meant, typically it's not speculation, typically it's not sensationalism, but typically it's meant fun to read, but it isn't for research. And this is a really tough one for people because everybody wants to use history.com and like I'm trying to think of another one that kids use. I can't remember. History.com is one of them that I know Miss Sowers really doesn't like. There's another one. Basically, History Channel is an entertainment channel. It's not a documentary channel anymore. It used to be. It isn't anymore. This is for entertainment purposes. It's really not for research. That doesn't mean we wouldn't find their information reasonable to read, but it's not good for research. A satirical website would not be appropriate for research. You're looking for stuff that's scholarly content. A .edu domain would be awesome, but you might be able to find good stuff off of other domains, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Academic publisher or written by a well-informed journalist. You're looking for evidence. Numbers, data, graphs, charts, and tables all provide evidence. You're looking for them to quote experts. You're looking for full names. You're looking for job titles when they're identify who are they interviewing, and what their expertise is, and then Google the names to verify them. List of references at the end of an article. Have they given you more references to check or the references that they've used? Journal articles will give you the full citations. Newspaper articles and magazine articles don't, but they oftentimes give you sources that they refer to, like a works consulted. Okay? You want to verify some of this. You want to make sure this all makes sense to you. Confirm with other sources. Basically, if you're reading something that does not confirm with other sources, then you might need to do a little bit more investigating. Check the grammar. Um, is there articles that is there an article that debates the whoopsie, sorry, I jumped ahead. Is there articles that debates the authenticity of your information? Basically, is your article saying something different than everybody else? And then before you start you doing your research, know that know what you want to write about and have a list of questions or ideas you want to cover, if not written down, in your mind. Okay, so we're going to go out to a couple websites in the next video, which is what I'd be doing in class, and we're going to talk about what's current and what's not current.